Hello, I'm Rick Barclay and I'm with Piano Clubhouse, and today we're going to learn the theme song from Mission Impossible. It originally started out as a TV series in the 60s and has blossomed into the movie series with Tom Cruise. So without further ado, let's get into it. It is in the key of G minor, and it kind of does lots of different aspects of the minor scale, but I guess for the most part it's more of the harmonic minor. So we'll show you that one. It is G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F sharp, G. Remember, harmonic minor, has that Arabic type sound up there on the front. Okay, so this first part it's in 5/4 first of all. It's not your traditional 4/4 or 3/4 or 2/4, any of those things. So it definitely has an odd feel to it. So 5/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we start all over again. Now the rhythm, because of the syncopated nature, kind of makes it to where it's hard to tell that it's in 5/4. So it's kind of cool how this piece works out. Very syncopated, and I'm going to be doing the bass in octaves, then I'll molt it with two ways. One with a single molt in my right hand, and then I'll add like a fifth to help thicken it up. So first in octaves, it's going to be G, G. That was B flat, C, and then it goes back down to G again. That was F to F sharp. So rhythmically speaking, we're talking about 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Then it repeats that phrase basically prominently throughout most of this piece. So once you kind of learn that in your octaves within your left hand, just kind of put that on autopilot basically. Now if you don't want to do it in an octaves and you just want to do single notes, then I would probably choose the lower option. I like to do it in octaves. It helps, gives it a nice thick sound. So again, one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and at that point, that's where the right hand kind of takes over melodically. So if you want to molt it in your right hand, it'll be the same notes. G, G. Notice how the notes are pretty short. They're not staccato like that, but they have more of a detachment to it, if you will. What I like to do in my right hand is I add the fifth, so it gives a beefier sound. Okay, so what that note is basically D and G in the right hand. 1, 2, and 3, and then when I go to the B flat, then it's an F in the middle. When I go to the C, it's a G in the middle. And then back to the D. Now it's a C in the middle with the F. And then a C sharp since we're going up chromatically. And then you just repeat all that process again. Okay? Now the last time, what I tend to do so I can get myself up here ready for the melodic line in my right hand is that after I do at this point, notice I just let the bass take over so I can move my right hand and get ready to do all this stuff up here. Now we're going to use the full spectrum of the keyboard. So this one is very important to have, an 88 key keyboard. If you don't, then what will have to happen is you're going to have to shrink this spectrum of the keys and the distance between it all. So instead of being way up here where I'm going to be doing it, you're just going to have to drop it down an octave. Okay, so again, 4, 5. Now we're ready for the main thematic material, if you will. And that's going to be in triplets. One triplet, 4, 5. And what happens is basically the bottom note is walking down in half steps. So upper note is B flat, G to D. Okay, so that's a G minor triad, basically, in an inversion, second inversion. 3, 5, and then at the end of 5 we lift up, and on the downbeat of 1 again. Same two notes up on the top, except now we're doing a D flat. So it's like a diminished chord. So we went from minor to diminished. Now we're just walking down into, this will be like a sus type of tonality as far as chords are concerned with the C. And then it does the B flat to C. Okay? So 1 triplet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 triplet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 triplet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now how it goes with the left hand. Okay, notice how after that's over with, then that's the 1 triplet, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 1 triplet, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 1 triplet, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. So every other measure you're going to do the F to F sharp. So the first time it does the B flat to C, the second time it does the F to F sharp. That's the only thing you really got to keep in your head and straight is which one am I going to be doing with this area up in here. Okay, so once that's done, those 4 measures, then we're going to basically repeat that opening thematic step, except we've got elements up here in our right hand. And we're going to do full chords. So it's G minor, so B flat, D, G. And then a B flat minor, D flat, F, B flat, C minor, E flat, G, and C. And then back to G minor. And then an F minor, A flat, C, F, to an F sharp minor, so everything's just going up chromatically. A, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, then back to the G minor, B flat, D, and G. So same notes here in the left hand. Okay, now we're ready for, as I said, we're using the whole gamut up here, so if you don't have these notes, just drop it down an octave. So 1, that is B flat, G, F sharp, and then what's going to happen now is the top note's going to be dropping down in half steps. So the second measure, and this occurs on count 2, by the way, it's a triplets on count 2. So B flat, G to F, and the next measure on count 2 to an E.